Hi guys, this is On, and welcome to your third video tutorial. It's your second C++ tutorial, and we're going to open dev C++ to begin with. If you don't know what this is, you got to watch my first C++ tutorial, and we're going to type Control-N for a new file. We're going to type 2 forward slashes, and we're going to type counting program. So this time we're going to make a program that actually does something. It doesn't just display text on the screen. And we're going to type pound, include, open close caret, or greater than less than, and you type iostream. And if you remember from last time, we're saying to include the iostream header, meaning include input and output in C++. I'm going to type using namespace std semicolon, using the standard namespace for functions. I'm going to type in int main. This is our main function. Don't forget your open and close parentheses, and then your open and close curly braces. Put a little space in between those curly braces, and this is going to be the body of your function. Now, the first thing I'm going to type in here is int money. And what I'm essentially saying here is I want to make an integer named money. You can name it whatever you want. This is not significant. It's just the name of the integer. You could call it loonies and toonies. You could call it pounds. You could call it pesos. You could call it mommy or daddy. You could call it whatever the heck you want. And it's an integer, meaning that it could be any whole number, can't be a decimal, up to this, 2,147,483. It's a really big number. So now that you know that, we're going to type cout, 2 less than signs, open close parentheses. Don't forget to do your open and your close quotes. Don't forget to open and close anything so that you don't forget the second one at the end and wonder why your program isn't working. It's very important practice to get into. Okay, now we're going to type, you have $100. And everybody likes to have $100. Now we're going to say, how much will you spend in 1 day? Question mark. And then we do \n. You have $100. How much will you spend in 1 day? And that's basically what this program is going to figure out. It's not going to figure out what you're going to spend in 1 day, but it's going to figure out how many days it's going to take you to spend that money. So the next line we're going to put is cin. We're going to get input this time, and with input we do the 2 greater than signs and open and close quotes. Now we're going to type in, we're not going to do any open and close quotes, we're going to type money. I apologize for that. Okay, cin money. And we're just saying, get the input money, which is an integer, from the person who just read this. Alright, so now the next thing we type is cout again, 2 less than signs, open and close quotes, and we're going to type, okay, you will spend all your money in space. Now go to the end of the quotes, type 2 more less than signs, because we're going to add a second thing into this cout. Money 100 / money. And what we're doing here is we're doing math. We're saying 100 divided by, the / means divided by, whatever this integer is, money, whatever the user typed in up here. We're saying 100 divided by that. And we're going to do 2 more less than signs, and we're going to make the rest of the sentence. which is just days, period. And we're going to close the quote, and we're going to put a semicolon at the end. We're going to go down again. We're going to type cin.get. And this is a different way to sort of allow the user to terminate the program as opposed to just have the program terminate itself. So you can actually see how long it will take you to spend all your money. And in order to do the cin.get, we have to cin.ignore. And that's going to ignore the enter key. When you press enter, that counts unless you put this cin.ignore. And it's very important that you put this, or this cin.get won't mean anything. Alright, so let's take a look at the program. Execute, compile and run, or you could just press F9. Let's name it money. Save. You have $100. How much will you spend in one day? I'm going to say I'm going to spend $25 in one day. You will spend all your money in 4 days. So it worked. Just to make sure that it worked, let's run it again, and we'll try a different number. Let's try a weird number. Let's try 7. You will spend all your money in 14 days. Now what it does is it rounds it. 7 times 14 is 98. It's not quite 100, but it just assumes that those extra $2 are going to get spent. Let's try one more time. Compile and run. I will say that I'm going to spend $99. You will spend all your money in 1 day. And that can be fixed with other subroutines. It's not that big of a deal. In fact, I'll show you in the next tutorial how to fix that problem. So that's basically it. And let me show you what happens if I take out the cin.ignore. We'll just cut that, Control X, and now I'll run it. Compile and run. You have $100. How much will you spend in 1 day? $18. Oh, I wonder how many days it'll take. Enter. Hey, where'd it go? Because it counted the enter key. You need that cin.ignore. The alternative to that is to type system, and we did this in our last tutorial, pause. That's your other option. That will essentially do the same thing. Execute, compile and run. $76. You will spend all your money in 1 day. Press any key to continue. So it's really a matter of preference. You can do system pause, and the only real difference is it'll have that thing where it says press any key to continue. If you take out system pause and you do your cin.ignore, and then you do your cin.get, then you just don't have that thing where it says press any key to continue. So it's basically a stylistic choice. So I hope you got something out of this tutorial. Watch it a couple of times, try to get familiar with it, and if you really enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Check out my website at www.youtube.com. Thank you very much and have a good day.